And I guess briefly we could talk about. So you've only watched the first episode of the movie, Travis? I mean, of the show, Travis?
Yeah, I just saw the
Because
first one.
because John and I had came to the same both to the same conclusion separately that the second season is kind of it's going downhill a little bit. Like the first season,
Oh,
it was mysterious, it was scary. Um, you know, all the characters were mysterious. I like the back and forth between modern times and the '90s, and we're starting to see the flaws now uh, in the series. If they don't, I mean, it could be that they're just kind of building up to something. I don't know, but I'm seeing a dip right now. I'm liking From a little more than I'm liking Yellowjackets, where before I like Yellowjackets more than From. So we're going to see. We're going to see. But we were going to talk about it next podcast.
okay.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Talk about From next podcast.
No, we're going to talk about Yellowjackets.
I haven't watched any of From yet.
From is
it's
good. Yeah, From is good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like From a lot.
From keeps you in there too, like because sometimes you think, okay, is this going to get old? You know, then they'll do something. Oh, we got a whole new bus of people who've come in.
How many seasons has it been so far?
Two. It's just two. They're on the second one now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I haven't missed that much.
Yeah, you haven't missed much. Yeah, you haven't missed much.
We needed something new to watch anyway. So
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Yellowjackets next next podcast. And have you watched it, Orlando?
Nah, I think I seen like a trailer of it, but I haven't actually seen it yet.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see then because you haven't seen much of it. Travis hasn't seen much of it. So maybe. Have you seen From yet, Orlando?
Nah.
Man.
Yeah, I gotta catch up, man.
I know you're busy.
Hey,
all them kids. I know you're busy. Shit, man.
I was lucky to catch this movie, man. I was like, I caught it early this morning. I rented off of YouTube. I was like, oh wow. Yeah,
all right, maybe we'll hold off on that. Well, you guys give me suggestions throughout the week on what we should do for the next one.
No. If y'all want to go ahead and do that, go ahead. I mean,
well, but then it'll just be me and John talking because you've only seen one episode too, right, Travis?
Huh?
You've only seen one episode too, right?
Yeah, I've only saw of Yellowjacket. I've only seen one.
Yellowjacket.
Has any of y'all seen the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
Nope, and I don't care.
Nah, not yet.
I just don't care.
Has anyone seen that new finally trailer of Mortal Kombat?
I think it's
at the clock.
Well, I have to agree. Like, I think I finally just stopped caring about the new superhero movies that's coming out. Like, I legitimately just don't care anymore.
Dude, after Endgame, it's like, what's the point?
I was still in it a little bit because I liked WandaVision. I liked Loki. I was still in it a little bit, but man, after these last couple of movies, Thor, Ant-Man, I've just been like,
yeah.
What about when they start bringing like the X-Men in it? You really feel like that brings it back?
Are they ever going to do that though, Orlando? Are they ever going to bring the X-Men in?
They are, but what would you care? It's like, superheroes are getting old, man. It's just, they've already done like.
It's definitely time to move to that next.
How can you top Endgame? How can you top it?
Disney and what Star Wars is taking a title like Andor and expand upon it because it's a different approach. Not going
I can see that, but Andor wasn't popular though, so it's not going to make them any money.
You're right, because that's why I haven't watched it.
It's a good show. It's definitely the best.
Everyone keeps saying that it's good. Yeah. That's why I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
I think they.
Okay.
As far as money, they got a lot of titles. They got all the the Marvel universe.
Yeah, but those movies are losing money now, though.
Well, I mean,
they're not making as much money as they used to.
I would like to see Deadpool and Wolverine. I feel like that might help bring it back.
I just don't care, man. I want to see something. I want to see something new.
I want to see something new. Yeah, I want to see something new, fresh.
I'm tired of the superhero stuff. That's just me, though.
Well, they
went in the Star Wars stuff too. I'm tired of it. Just tired of it.
We just went in the wrong direction. The next phase should have been introducing the mutants. But they went. They went with the whole Secret Wars and
Kang.
What's this? Kang Dynasty. I think they just went in the wrong direction.
Do you think Disney is being low key racist with the whole Kang thing?
How so?
What do you mean?
Because you know how like the white supremacists online be like, we was Kangs. He's supposed to be like this ruler. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's a stretch. I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
That's the first thing I thought when I saw. I was like, damn. Like, why would you? One, he's not black in the comics. But then the one black character or villain that you're gonna have, his name's gonna be Kang. It's just like, oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. But I don't know. That's just me. Yeah, maybe I'm reading into it too deeply.
Look, Kang's just not an interesting character. Like, period. Like, that's the problem. I think with Endgame was so big, right? It encompassed basically the entire universe. You know what I'm saying? I think
Kang could have been interesting. The problem with Kang is one, his introduction was terrible in the Ant-Man movie.
Right. Well, what I'm getting at is because
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What I'm getting at is because Endgame, it was really big, right? It encompassed the entire universe. Like, so after like the first two phases, they open up the entire universe, and you're Asgard and all these other places, right? So and you have like Endgame was the climax, right? I think because it was so big, it was so massive. I think to really garner everyone's attention, I think they should have brought it back down to earth.
I agree.
And I think the best way to do that is with the mutants. And because it brings it kind of just bring you back down to earth, and you can focus on that. And then if you really want to expand back out the next couple of phases, then you can. But I think they should have brought it back home, focus on the mutants, because then you can deal with all the social issues dealing with the mutants. That's how you get like the connection again.
I agree.
But there ain't no connection now. Like, come on, multi-universes and stuff like that. I can't connect with that.
No, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I can't connect with any of that.
That's a good point. I just think that I think Kang, even in the Ant-Man movie, had potential, and I think that the way the movie was executed was horrible. There's some things they could have done to really make that movie good, and it's almost like I think Marvel is trying to play it safe, and so you don't get that when you see Kang on screen, he doesn't come off as someone who I should be terribly frightened of. I think one of the things they should have done in that movie is they should have killed Cassie. They should have had like just to show how determined Kang is. They should have had him impale Cassie, like he kills her, right?
Well, kill Ant-Man.
No, not kill Ant-Man. Kill Cassie. And the reason why you should kill Cassie,
right?
The reason why you should kill Cassie is because in the beginning of the movie, she kind of like berates Scott for not doing heroic things anymore, even though he risked his life to die. And I think by killing her, right, it shows her that there's a price to heroism. And I think women in modernity need to learn that, because what they like to do is they like to make these Mary Sues are perfect, nothing ever happens to them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray. And what I would have done was I would have had Kang kill Cassie, right?
But wait.
He goes through the portal, but he goes through the portal powerless, right? He loses his powers when he goes through the portal because of what his fight or whatever, or whatever, right? He strands the Ant family in the microverse, right? So the later movies that come, you see Kang trying to build his power back up in the large world, right? In the normal size world, right? So you're seeing you're seeing just how badass he is even when he doesn't have his powers, right? In the meantime, when you do another movie, somehow the Ant family is able to get back to the normal verse, right? But here's the thing: Cassie isn't dead. They use some kind of microverse magic to kind of get her back to normal, but she's not normal. Like, she can't speak anymore. And because of their time in the microverse, they all have like special powers. And Scott's a total badass now. All that jokey bullshit that he does, that's over with, because because of what he's been through. See, that's the thing. There's no character development. Scott's the same in the movie in the end that he was in the beginning.
He's
the same. She's the same egotistical, gynocratic narcissist. You know what I'm saying? That she was in the beginning. So I think that's the problem. It's not that they had the elements. They just didn't they were too afraid to go all the way. I guess because they were, we don't want to make it too dark. But I'm like, all right, there is no light without darkness, man. Yeah, there's no light without darkness. If you don't have it, then you can just have bland movie, which was what Ant-Man was. It was this bland CG spectacle.
Well, not. Well, it's not just Ant-Man. It's all of them.
Yeah,
it's all of them.
Agree.
All of them. I mean, say what you want, but the first phases there was consequences. People died. People died, and characters had to grow.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I said. There's no connection. With Phase 4, I didn't really feel no connection because nothing really truly happened. You know what I'm saying? After Endgame, nothing really truly happened to any of the characters. The best thing that they had going for them was WandaVision, but they just how they wrapped that up with the second
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange movie was so bad. It was just like, well, just killed that whole story.
It was bad. Yeah.
So it's just like, come on, man. Like, it's weak, man. It's all of it's been weak. But that's the thing, man. There's nothing to look forward to anymore. That's the reason why this movie was such a breath of fresh air. Even though it came out in 1995.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. It was.
Because there's nothing. Like come on, Fast. What are they on? Fast 24 now. It's like, come on, this is y'all really bringing up the same crap over and over again.
To be fair, John, I think there's things out there. It's just our general interests are sci-fi, fantasy, horror. So there's nothing in those genres, right? So we don't look into the other genres because I'm not going to go out of my way to watch a drama. I'm not going to go my way to watch a comedy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just not my usual interest. My usual interest is fantasy, horror, sci-fi. Every now and then I'll watch like a thriller. But I'm not into torture porn and the slashing and all. I'm just I'm not into all that. Yeah. So I think there's stuff out there. We just got to give it a shot. Give it a shot more. Yeah. Yeah, but I think Marvel. I think Disney is done, dude. I think, with their latest releases, Little Mermaid, was it Peter Pan?
Yeah,
I'm not hearing good things about Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, another perfect loss.
It's too old, man. Come on.
If you're gonna bring back Harrison Ford, they should have brought back Shia. What's his name? Shia LaBeouf. Because then what you could have had was you could have had something similar to what they had in The Last Crusade. You could have had like young masculine energy playing off of old wise masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So all the action scenes and stuff like that, Shia LaBeouf would do, and then you would have Harrison Ford hobble his way into the scene and throw out some wisdom or something. That's what I think. That's the route they should have went. But no, they went we're going to replace the male character with a female character route again. I've heard they had to do a lot of changes in that film because people started calling them out for it. So now you got this. From what I've been hearing, the reviews are that it's nice to see Harrison Ford, but this movie is just long and boring and it's longer than what it needs to be. It's not that exciting. They didn't really bring anything new to the table.
Oh man, bring new IPs, man. Where's the new directors? Where are the new screenwriters? Yeah, they can't just want to just do the old stuff over and over again. Where are the new ideas? Where's the new stories?
I'll let Travis speak on that one.
Well, I agree with you.
On strike or something like that.
I really wish that they will. But studios are looking for. I mean, the industry has totally changed due to this. The streaming network and the money is just they're hoarding money. That's the reason why there's a writer strike. But they're not going to stray away from tent poles. That's where the money's at. They want ready-made audiences. That's the reason why they go with old IP because it's a ready-made audience. They can at least somewhat break even with that because people are going to go to things that are recognizable. To what you were saying, just to piggyback on what you were saying, about Ant-Man making it dark, killing off his daughter and stuff like that. It made me think of.
Well, wait. It will leave on a cliffhanger.
So the cliffhanger. Yeah.
So the audience thinks she's dead, but then in the next movie you bring it back, but she's changed from the experience. You see what I'm saying?
You made me think of that movie. I Saw the Devil. You remember that movie?
I Saw the Devil. Have I seen that? Let me see.
Oh yes, I Saw the Devil. Oh my god, that movie was amazing.
Is that a Korean thing?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
I haven't seen this. I remember you saying it was good though, John. I do remember saying it was good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you made me think of that movie a lot when you say, but yeah. Anyway, but the last thing I have to say, because I gotta go.
Yeah.
but thank y'all for letting me be a part.
No,
I'm glad
thank you for coming and thank you
know.
for recommending the movie, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, but well, y'all have a great night.
All right, man. But yeah,
Yep.
we can continue talking, guys, because we
Oh,
didn't record our last after show. We said some interesting stuff in our last after show, Johnny
yeah.
Mozzarella. So we can keep going if you guys are willing. I'll cut it up.
Yeah, you
Anything else?
definitely need to watch. I saw the devil. We watched that a long time ago.
Yeah, I actually haven't
God, that
seen it.
was
Is it torture
yeah,
porn?
that
I'm
was
not really into torture porn, man.
a little. Well, no, it's not. No, not really. It's more of a thriller. It's like a thriller.
Yeah.
There is some torture in it, but it's not like overly grotesque. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it was very well done. But I remember we watched that on one of our scary movie nights. You probably just fell asleep on it or something.
No, I don't think I was there. Cause I remember you
Yeah,
called me
you
and
may
tell
not
me
have been
about
there.
it. Yeah, I remember you called me and tell me about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but it was good though.
So it's not supernatural.
No, it's not supernatural. It's a thriller.
Yeah.
He's a detective and he's looking for a murderer.
Mm.
But it was just how everything happened, and it was just really well done. Like how they did it was very well done.
Yeah, but I think ultimately that's what they're missing in Hollywood right now with the larger IPs. They're getting in a lot of talentless hacks in there who can't write a story, at all. They just can't do it. But Derry, Hyper King Media, you can come on, man.
Man, I'm just tired of all of it, man. Like, I don't care about Little Mermaid. Like, come on, man. Like, just stop it, man.
I agree
like,
with that, man.
I mean, it's for the new generation. Just tell them to watch the old one and keep it moving. Like,
I mean, look, I get the logic. I get the logic of it, right? But my thing is this: if you're going to remake something and you're not going to make it better than the first, then don't remake it. Because when I saw some of the footage from that Little Mermaid movie, I'm like, this looks like crap. It just looked too dark. It didn't look like a Disney film. And I don't mean like dark as far as content. I'm talking about the colors. You know what I'm saying? I was like, why does it look so drabby? Like this is supposed to be Little Mermaid. You know what I'm saying? But and it's something like the CGI for like the fish and stuff. It just didn't look good. Like But
I mean, you used to it being a certain color or a certain look, because even with the crab and stuff, man, it doesn't remind you of the original.
But Derek, you was just mentioning Jordan Peele, right?
Yeah, can you guys hear?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Thought you guys had muted me.
You're muted.
Yeah, I will say at least Jordan Peele, man, he's coming with some originality.
Right. At least this stuff is
I think
different.
I've liked every movie he's done so far. Everyone so far, I think
I wasn't a big fan of Us. I still haven't watched Nope yet.
Nope is pretty good. Nope
is a nope for me.
It was intriguing. I thought it was intriguing. It was interesting.
I thought the only interesting aspect of Nope was the creativity around the UFO and how they designed that and how it interacted with the.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
Abduction.
What about Candyman? Was that straight up?
That wasn't Jordan. I don't think he directed it. I think he might have had some hand in producing it, but I refuse to watch that.
But I mean, was it like a remake or was it a?
I think it was more of a continuation.
So it was like a sequel.
Yeah, it's a sequel, but it's not the same Candyman. It's not the same guy. You know what I'm saying?
What's different about it?
It takes place in the same universe, but another.
Well, he didn't direct that, but I'm pretty sure he wrote it, didn't he? Didn't he write the? Didn't he write that?
Let's see.
I know he had some hand in it.
He did, but I don't think
he was involved in some way, shape, form,
was
fashion.
it 2021? It came out.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see. The director is Nia DaCosta, that chick. I don't see his name pop up, but I know he has something to do with it. But I know he didn't direct it. I refuse to watch it.
Oh, it says right here. It was written. It said it was directed by Nia DaCosta and written by Jordan Peele.
Well, if Jordan Peele directed that, he's a feminist.
Well, he didn't direct it. The lady directed it. He just wrote it.
I was saying, if he wrote it, he's a feminist.
Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is.
I refuse to watch it. I think
what movie? What? Oh, I think he's only had maybe 3 movies, right? Yeah. He had Get Out, he had Us, and then he had Nope.
But they were all original, whether you liked them or not. I'm like, damn,
okay, no.
he's trying to do
I was just
different.
wondering. Yeah. I was just wondering how many actual IPs does he actually have?
Yeah, it's those 3, and I guess you can kind of give him a credit on this one since he wrote it. But the writing, writing for it though, man, I'm like, I don't know.
Candyman is Candyman is just, even though it's a sequel, but I mean, it is what it is. But I'm talking about just something original. Someone's like, okay, here, you know what I mean? But granted, I mean, I didn't really care for Us. I mean, it was okay, I guess. But I mean,
I liked Us. I thought Us was pretty good too.
I like Get Out, but I haven't watched Nope yet.
Nope.
So I gotta give it a shot.
First, I didn't think I would like Nope, but I think the reason why I like Nope because it kind of reminded me of if you took like a Twilight Zone episode and turned it into a movie. That's kind of and I guess a lot of his movies are like that. But it was an interesting take on UFOs. I like some of the subtext in it. It was a different type of film. I enjoyed it. It actually surprised me a little bit because I didn't think I was going to like it at all. But I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not one of those.
They're coming out with another White Man Can't Jump movie. I'm like,
I think it's going to be a show.
Oh, it's a show?
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, okay.
Yeah, they run.
Come on, man! Like, just stop, man. Like, just stop.
That just shows how much non-imagination people have now.
Right?
No, it is a film. No, John, you were right, John. It is a film.
That was going to be. Yeah, I thought I saw something on it. Because I remember they were promoting him because one of the actors just died. I think that was in it.
Lance Reddick.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something about it. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, really? I mean, yeah, I agree. Like all the remakes, like again,
Super Mario Brothers.
There are certain movies I think probably should be remade or could be remade, but they never remake the stuff that I think would be interesting as a remake. Like remember that movie? Remember the movie John Carpenter did called damn, what's it called? It was about when they're in the church and they had that vat of green energy.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Dark.
And they had like the graveyard.
Prince of Darkness.
Was that Prince of Darkness? Oh yeah, that was Prince of Darkness.
Like
that was because Egg Shannon's in it. Yeah, Victor Wong.
Yeah, like this movie, right? Like it's dated now it is dated. Now I still like the aspects of it, but I can see this movie being remade and them making it better. Right,
and have some really nice visuals.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can see it, and it has an interesting conceptually it's frightening and interesting. It kind of reminds me of Event Horizon in that regard. But I love this movie. It's one of my favorite John Carpenter movies. But I can see it being remade. It's not well known, so you could remake it and probably, if you did a good job on it, get a big audience, from the horror side of things. But then there's other things that they remake, and I'm like, there's really no real reason to remake that. It was the first movie was perfect, like it was, yeah, But conceptually, though, I thought this movie was super interesting.
Never seen this one.
You never seen Prince of Darkness?
When we showed all the kids it, they was like, what is this?
I think that's one of the. Who's that? That's like some
it's Alice Cooper.
Yeah, that rock guy, right? Alice Cooper, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like this movie, man.
Disney wants to make some more money. They should do a Marvel versus DC movie.
I've heard rumors of that.
Really?
I've heard rumors of them talking about something like that. James Gunn, something about James Gunn.
It would be a disaster.
Yeah, man. It's kind of
That would be an
yeah.
absolute disaster.
Highly likely, yeah.
It's a little
Yeah.
gimmicky. It's a little gimmicky. It's
It
kind of
is.
like
It is
yeah.
gimmicky.
People
And
would go
and
see
it
it just
was
for the spectacle, just for the gimmick, but you know.
Yeah, it's
like
kind
how
of
would
like
you
Oh, there you
how
go.
would they even write that
There's
in a
where
good
Jordan Peele got his scissors idea.
oh yeah.
This
That's
scene,
funny.
this scene right here, where like the goo was like going into her mouth and eyes, like oh shit. They got a gif of it.
Mm.
Yeah, I was like, God damn. Yeah, Prince of
That's
Darkness,
what I
man.
said. Like, if they redid that, I can really see some really nice like
Yeah,
visuals and cinematography that they could do. Because the concept was just creepy in itself.
yeah, and they don't, and Travis isn't here to back me up, but I remember him saying something to the extent like, it's there are studios now who are doing it where they're funding like maybe mid budget type films, but I think because of when VHS and DVDs went away, it's harder to justify funding those doing experiments, like funding like maybe mid budget movies that you kind of experiment on, because a lot of movies that became big and popular sometimes started off as like a mid budget movie.
Right.
A lot of horror movies are like that. They didn't have a big budget, but they became popular. I think Halloween, the first Halloween was like that. But
I wonder
yeah.
if
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
movies are making. I was just thinking like about like movies versus series and which one is bringing in more money and more revenue for these companies.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that. That's an interesting
I,
question.
I think I would definitely say television because now it's all about streaming. It's all about binge watching. It's not
Yeah.
so much about going to the movies anymore. I mean, I'm
Right.
sure they're starting to make some of their money back from the COVID area, but I think it's all about streaming. It's about what can I turn on and be entertained, and not so much, going out to the movies. I mean, even then, the movies they're coming straight to streaming services now. It's about getting to their consumers as fast as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it says a successful TV series generally earns more than a successful movie. Not only does the distributor take a third of the ticket revenue, tremendous sums must be spent in marketing to launch a tentpole film. TV series also requires a lot of marketing.
Does it? I wonder if it cost more to make.
It depends on the series. Like Game of Thrones, something like
Game
Game of
of Thrones
Thrones is really
definitely is high
expensive.
budget.
Yeah, I'm assuming like
I'm really enjoying the From series a lot, and
yeah.
it doesn't seem like it's a high budget series, but it's so well written, and the acting isn't the greatest, but it's good enough to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What's his name? Homeboy? What's his name? Something Purnell from.
You talking about the black guy?
Yeah, his acting. Ooh.
Boy.
Yeah, man. What's it called? From.
Well, man, hold on. Are you saying you don't like his acting, or you
His
do
acting
like?
sometimes is not that good, man. It's not
Yeah,
that good.
well,
He be
you know
overacting
what?
sometimes, man. I like him.
Well,
He's one of those guys. He's a likable actor. Like I
So that's
like
the
him.
dude from the Matrix in Oz.
I think he
Okay,
was
yeah,
in the Matrix. Yeah, right.
yeah, he was
yeah, there you
operator or
go.
whatever.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. His acting ain't the best, man. Look at Homegirl's jaw. Look at her jaw.
must be a shadow.
My
He might be a
I'm
God.
shadow.
about to say, I think it's just the way they photographed her. No, she just has
I
a
don't know.
big
She
jaw.
got a big jaw,
Yeah,
man.
she's got a big jaw.
She's
Yeah,
the
because like,
she's
God, look at that right there.
yeah, she's the
Yeah.
crazy one. Yeah, she's the crazy one, right? In the show.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, she's the one who I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Johnathan one. She's the crazy
Jeez,
one.
Brian.
Yeah, she's the
goes
crazy
to
one.
everyone.
Yeah, his acting, leaves a little much
Yeah, I
to be
remember.
desired.
Yeah, he's just not that great. I remember him in the Matrix, and I was just like, Tank was better than you.
Yeah.
Oh, let
Yeah.
me say this because, like, I know Brian really has like a different taste, and you write. I don't. I'm not a writer like that. Like, what stands out about his poor acting that you think is the actor versus the script?
Well,
It's
sometimes
direct.
sometimes you
I
can
don't
have
like
a bad.
he. Oh,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
I was gonna. Sometimes you can have a bad script, but a good actor can make it even bullshit script come to life, right? If he's given enough.
Not necessarily.
Wait. No, I'm saying if he's given enough freedom, right? Like if there's like if he doesn't care about the project no more, he's like, this is shit. Let me just get my money. You know what I'm saying? But if he thinks the script was like, hey, look, what if I try this, and what if I did this, and what if I said this, and you know what I'm saying? If he cares about the project, I think he can bring out a generally terrible script. You know what I'm saying? But when I watch Harold, what's his last name? Perrineau? I don't know. The guy that plays Boy Stevens in the show. He overacts.
I was about to how he emotes. I think
his emoting
he emotes affects me the most.
Yeah.
Every time he emotes, like his reactions to things, it's just like okay, yes, I can tell you're acting.
Yeah,
like, you're acting. It's almost like you're trying too hard.
You know what I mean? Yeah. There's sometimes when you should be over the top. There's sometimes, and if a role calls for it, and there's certain people who can do that. Some people can't do that well. Some people can pull off over the top real well. Some people can't. But his role is not supposed to be over the top. But there's no subtlety to his performances sometimes. Like he'll just start yelling and like, man, it's like, all right, man, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you have, and I haven't seen him in a lot of things, but I'm assuming that's what he brings to the table most of the time. Now, there was a movie he played. Remember, John? He was a movie he played in where they're at this diner, and he comes off as a regular guy at first, but he was actually like the killer. The writing was good, even though his acting bad. The writing was good, so it was a decent movie. What's the movie? Yeah, it should be in his IMDb somewhere. I think it was him. I'm pretty sure it was him.
Probably it was somebody else because
it
doesn't sound like him.
No. His acting was still bad, but the script was good. It was well written. Like the concept was good. It was a while ago when this movie came out. And this thing.
Because I remember like Z Nation was just kind of bad all around. It was very bad all around, but I just remember him specifically, and I was just like, "What is you doing?"
Yeah, he's not good. So to sum it up, Derry,
I've seen him, and he's not great.
Yeah, to kind of sum it up, Derry, like if I can tell you're acting and it's not meant to be like over the top theatrical type of thing, and you're not convincing me, like it doesn't seem genuine to me, that's what I consider bad acting, or someone who's maybe just not that talented. Let's see what's it called here. I think it was in the mid 2000s when it came out.
I'm looking at his movie list, and all the stuff that I've seen him in, I don't remember. It was not that I don't like him or I hate him. He's just not. He's just there, but he's not.
Here it is, The Killing Jar. This is it. It had Michael Madsen in it. Yeah, The Killing Jar.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, we seen it. I remember because you liked it. You liked the same twist that they did that I liked, because Michael Madsen plays like this character who holds up this diner. I can't remember the exact reason why. Yeah, I remember at the end he was like the killer type guy. I was like, yeah. So whoever wrote this, I thought did a good job, but I don't think his acting is the best.
Yeah, I forgot about this movie.
Yeah, The Killing Jar. Because every time I see him, I think of this movie. It's like because I actually liked the movie.
No, but the reason why that movie was good because it was Michael Madsen.
What I'm saying though is it was actually pretty well written. I liked the script. I liked the concept. The concept was good. You see what I'm saying? He just happened to have an interesting character, even though his acting wasn't that good. So it goes to show you can have a
Madsen is the one who made them. Because wasn't he like some crazy guy? Like, he wasn't a crazy guy.
Let's see, he was. It says a stranger armed with a shotgun takes 7 patrons hostage in a remote roadside diner. My computer's going slow because I got all this shit open. Come on, man.
Only like what 7?
Yeah, it says roadside. But as the body count increases, the desperate survivors discover that one of the hostages may be even more dangerous than the captor. Yeah. And he was that because he comes off as this really mild mannered, nice guy, but by the end of it, you realize, okay, he's a psycho killer person or whatever. But I liked the movie. I thought the movie was pretty good, even though it's an average rated movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
See, he didn't have to carry the movie though.
He did.
See,
Yeah, he did.
he has to carry from.
I'm sorry. I personally think
he probably ain't all that good.
I personally think that when it comes to black actors, we're losing our touch because we're losing our culture. So it's hard for us to produce somebody like a Denzel Washington or a Lawrence Fishburne or Morgan Freeman or a James Earl Jones. You know, you got these
because the ones that they're saying that are like the next Denzel and stuff. I'm like, these guys ain't nothing. Like, I'm sorry, Michael B. Jordan and all that. I'm like,
Michael B. I will say this. I think Michael B. is the better of the new crop, but he ain't no Denzel. He's not on Lawrence Fishburne's level. He's not on Morgan Freeman's level. He's not
Michael B. Michael B. Jordan, come on, man.
I think Michael B. I think Michael B. is better than Chadwick Boseman. I think Michael B. I think Michael B. is better than the guy that plays King, Johnathan Majors.
They ain't even saying much. You're naming people that ain't really.
No, you don't be listening, man. I literally said of the new crop. I think he's one of the better ones. I don't think I don't put him on like Denzel Washington's level. I don't think we produce that type of talent anymore. You know,
you're right.
We just don't. And I think a lot of it's because of the degradation of our culture, and a black African American culture. When you listen to, Denzel, he can turn on the hood when he wants to. So can Lawrence Fishburne. So can Morgan Freeman. I remember the movie where Morgan Freeman plays a pimp. Later in his life he was playing God, God and all that stuff like that. I remember they could turn all that on. You know what I'm saying? But they can also turn on Debonair. They can turn on Gentleman. They can turn on Regal.
Yeah.
I don't see that with the young. They can get hood. They can play hood. They know how to play hood. But when they start trying to get same thing
with hood, as far as I'm concerned.
Same thing with the homegirl. What's her name? Moses Reva. I can't remember her last name. This chick that plays Reva. Horrible.
I didn't watch Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Horrible.
I'm thinking of Reva McIntyre.
No, Reva from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Look, she might be good in like a down-to-earth, slice of life. Here's how black people live in America type of film, right? When all she has to play is Shaniqua. But when she had to put on Regal, when she had to put on ferociousness, like I'm a ferocious Sith Inquisitor, she failed miserably.
Was not buying it.
And now, I'm not saying that there aren't any black women out there that can pull it off. There probably are, but it ain't her. It is not her. She did a terrible job.
You would say she's a bad actor or actress. So you would say that she's a bad actress?
She was bad in that role. I don't know.
Okay.
Because this is the only thing I've ever seen her in. I can't. Because not every actor is going to be good in every role. It's just not going to happen. Every actor is going to have a doozy, right? So I don't know if she's generally a good actor. I just don't think she was right for this part. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know this. Everything I've seen Johnathan Majors in,
I agree with that. Yeah, I'm not impressed. I agree with that.
He's about to be labeled a bad actor for me.
I'm not impressed.
I haven't been impressed with one of his performances.
I will say though, Uncle Dave said he was good in Creed 2, or Creed 3. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Those movies are. I tried.
John, wait.
Oh my bad. Go ahead.
I got a good segue back to the earlier question, and you were going to chime in, but we didn't hear it. About the bad actor versus bad writing. I personally don't think Johnathan Majors is a bad actor. I don't think his acting is bad. I think he's actually pretty good. Now, I want you to respond to the question as far as writing. Like, how much does good writing play into inspiring a mediocre actor performance to being a good actor on camera, or even better actor?
It plays a little bit, but I don't think you're going to take someone who has middling talent, you know what I'm saying, and make them a good actor because you have good writers. It'll certainly help, that's for sure. But a good example, if I say the inverse, right? There are movies that Denzel Washington are in that I think are shitty movies, like that movie that he played in with Russell Crowe called Virtuosity. That movie was a shit movie. But Denzel Washington's still a good actor. He was still good in the movie. It just wasn't that good of a movie. Just concept, it wasn't good. The writing wasn't particularly good. But Denzel Washington was still a good actor. He was still good. Even Russell Crowe was okay in the movie. It's a shitty movie. Forrest Whitaker has definitely grown up. That guy has gotten really good. I remember there was a movie he played in with Denzel Washington. He was upstaging Denzel Washington.
Dude, have you seen any of Godfather of Harlem?
I haven't, but I heard.
I heard about that.
I heard it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, and his acting in there is phenomenal.
Yeah. Forrest Whitaker, man, I always forget to mention him, but yeah. And that being said, when it comes to black female actors, I try to think about it. Like, what black female actor would you put on the same level as Denzel Washington or Lawrence Fishburne or Morgan Freeman or James Earl Jones? Like, which one? Which one? Because look, this is my theory. Right? I think black women in this country live in a bubble. And it's hard for them to go outside that bubble because of the culture that we've created. So all they know is, you know what I'm saying? Shake, wagging their finger and clapping their hands and all that stuff. So when they try to they've never gone outside of that. So when they become actors, the only person I can think of that might even become close would be like Angela Bassett.
I was about to say Angela Bassett, the only way I can think of.
Yeah, that's
she has gravitas. There's something about her when she's on screen that
what's that one lady's name? Alfred? Something. Alfred.
I think I know who you're talking about. Alfred.
I can't remember.
I think Monique's a pretty good actress, black actress. I think she has pretty decent range.
It's Alfred
I don't know.
something.
I'll be honest with you.
Alfred.
Black.
Alfred Woodman or something like that.
I think I know who
I can't remember.
Yeah. This chick, Alfred.
Yeah, her.
Okay. All right. Well, let's say this. Like, what role have you seen her in when she hasn't?
I don't know. I'm just
played the strong black woman.
I'm just trying to throw some names out there, man.
To be fair, though, how often are they granted those roles?
That's what I'm about to say. I mean, we don't really know because they might not be getting the same opportunity.
Yeah.
Because then she's.
Go ahead.
Because isn't she like right around the same age as Denzel?
Probably.
So if she had to come up in the same time as Denzel, I mean, how many roles are really they're offering black actors back in the 80s and 90s?
I mean, that's true.
I mean, what role is she going to get?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's what I say. They're kind of in a bubble. It's hard to break out of that bubble.
You're making up a really good point, Brian, because I never really thought of it that way, because it's so hard for me to really think about black actresses, young or old, that are on the level of a Denzel Washington
I can't really think of much. Yeah,
on screen. And we all immediately went to Angela Bassett for some reason.
Well, I think Angela Bassett. I think she does have a lot of screen presence. Now I'm trying to think of all the movies I've seen her in. She often plays stereotypical roles for black women. But there's another movie I saw her in. She was in it with, I think it was Liam Neeson. What is it called? Is it Angela Bassett? Liam Neeson. I think it was Liam Neeson. I was trying to spell his name wrong. What was the name of that damn movie, man? Was it Liam Neeson?
Bodyguard? No, not Bodyguard.
It wasn't Bodyguard. That was It was a sci-fi movie.
I'm looking at her body of work. Most of the movies that she's in the relatively same role.
Same role, yeah.
So it's just like
Strange Days. Strange Days. That's what it was called.
Strange Days.
Was it Liam Neeson that she played? No, it was Gregory Fiennes. That Fiennes guy. He played Voldemort in Harry Potter. It wasn't Liam Neeson. Strange Days. Weird. Strange movie. But she was in it, and it was different. It was a different kind of like take. I mean, she kind of played the strong black woman, but it wasn't like, it was a sci-fi movie. It wasn't like, oh, I'm this black mother who has to raise these children by myself, or I got to put black men in their place, or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It was different. It was a different kind of thing going on. And I was convinced, like, she convinced me, like, she has a lot of screen presence.
That's disappointing, because I'm racking my brain, like.
Yeah, I thought this. I was thinking the same thing the other day. Like, when it comes to
impact on the film.
To black women. Like what? Oh, James Cameron was involved with this.
So you're thinking that's account for the type of role that they're playing. They're not giving a lot of range as far as different roles.
That might be true. I think when John said that, maybe they're just not giving a lot of opportunity to do other stuff. I mean, you're seeing a little bit more of it now, but most of the times when I see it, they don't really seem to live up to the they can't. I'm not convinced by him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a lot of these actresses, Viola Davis,
Viola Davis was the other one.
Taraji P. Henson,
Halle Berry,
Kerry Washington,
actor. She's a shit actor.
Regina King, Octavia Spencer, Gabriel Union. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of them.
Yeah,
to be
you're
honest with you.
Right.
I mean, it's just not. Jada Pinkett Smith, Megan Good. I mean, there's just not that many of them.
What about the woman that played Will Smith's mom on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Did she ever play in any major movies? Because I always thought she had a good screen presence.
There was like 2 or 3 women who played that woman, right?
Vivian, the dark skinned mom.
To be honest with you, the biggest names on this list is Whoopi Goldberg, Angela Bassett, and Halle Berry.
I'll give it to Whoopi.
They're the three biggest names on this list.
Yeah,
I give it a Whoopi.
No, I'm saying like as far as like me being convinced by her acting.
And she can actually act though.
She plays that kind of that, but she can get out of it too. She's done other things that's not just that. You know, and I'm usually convinced by her. Yeah, and I'm usually convinced by her in her role. So it's not like, you know. So I don't think she rises to the same level.
They have Rosario Dawson on this list.
Ooh, she ain't really black. She's Hispanic, isn't she? Isn't Rosario?
I thought she was mixed. I thought she was half black, half Hispanic.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, they got her on the list, so they see her as black.
Yeah, she really doesn't play that black.
But, I mean,
that black mama role.
I was about to say, at least she does other things.
I don't think she's all that great of an actor either. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, she's not that great, but I mean, she's just on the list. That's
but she's nowhere as bad as Halle Berry. I'm like, it's a great crime against humanity that woman won an Oscar.
Storm. Her storm scene was legendarily.
And plus,
terrible.
if you're gonna say that about a Rosario Dawson, you got to say the same thing about Halle Berry. She's mixed. She's half white.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I be cracking up with these white dudes in America, like Cleopatra.
You know what?
A lot of these black women too. They've done more TV than they've done movies.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Well, it's probably more roles where we need a sassy black mama, you know, in TV than they do the movies. What about Queen Latifah?
Her name is.
Yeah, Queen Latifah is on the list. She's just further down the list.
Yeah.
Look up Janet Hubert. I don't know what to say. Movies and TV.
I remember this movie was really strange.
Who is that? Janet who?
Hubert. Janet Hubert. She played Aunt Viv.
Oh.
This is a chick from Yellowjackets, Scarlett, Juliette Lewis.
Oh, what about? Oh, I didn't think. What's her name? The girl from Predator, Sanaa Lathan.
That's the only thing I remember seeing her.
Is this true?
Sanaa Lathan was in Predator.
She was in Alien vs. Predator.
She was in Alien vs. Predator.
Sanaa.
I'm trying to think of what else has she done. You're right. That's true. She was in that because I know she was in that Love and Basketball movie in the '90s. She did a lot of black, but that's what I said. Like they're only getting casted in. Those are the only type of roles they're getting.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, man.
But I mean, if they never go outside their bubble, you know how can?
Well, you got Reva.
Maybe they've tried and they just
got Reva
getting the parts.
Huh?
You got
what I'm saying, going outside the bubble as far as you know, before they become big actors. You know, part of acting is you got to go experience things and you know, there's different methods or whatever.
Well, what I mean
they did say
if they're trying to get work and the only work that they're being handed is okay, come play in Love and Basketball. I mean, are they just going to turn it down?
No. But what I'm saying is, okay, I give you like Lawrence Fishburne, for example, right now. To be fair, there was a role that called for him. His one of his first roles, I think, was in that Vietnam movie. Was it Apocalypse Now? I can't remember. It was Apocalypse Now. One of those Vietnam movies that came out like in the 70s or 80s, whatever time it was. And he was 14, I think, when he applied for
Okay.
that movie. And he had to lie to say he was older to get it, and I don't think they really believed it, but they thought it'd be interesting because people did do that back then. They lied to go to war,
Mhm.
and he went outside of his experience as a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He took risk. Um, to if you watch videos of him, let's see, Lawrence Fishburne, it's really interesting video. Uh, Stupid internet. Close this down. Close that down. Let's see here. Lawrence Fishburne. Let's see, 15. Yeah, 1979. 15 and pregnant. So 1979. Yeah, this is it right here. This is Lawrence, 15 years old now. Apocalypse Now. Listen to how he talks.
The whole thing's really fun. I mean, a war is fun. Shit. You can do anything you want to. That's why Vietnam must have been so much fun for the guys that were out there. I mean, like, I know this one dude who came back, shit, and he's nothing but a dope smoker, and all he does is smoke dope. He said Vietnam was the best thing they could have done for my ass.
Now this is him.
Really embodies it and take you there with it.
Even at that age, though, he has this little swag about him. It was probably the swag at the time,
holding you back.
or whatever.
What would your thing be?
God damn,
It's believable.
But he went out like that's not a normal black boy to go and apply an audition for a part. You know what I'm saying? There's something special about him. And what I'm saying is, I think a lot of times black women are in a bubble and things are kind of given to them. Not saying they don't work hard, but it's like if you don't go outside your bubble and experience other things, right? Then and they fought really hard to be known how they're known, which are termagants, overbearing, mean, loud. You know what I'm saying? They fought for everyone to accept that as normal behavior. So now that's what they cast. That's what they're gonna cast you as. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna cast you as that. So all I'm saying is that it's just now you're starting to see black female blurs in somewhat of abundance. Before they'll
the movie Us, Jordan Peele, the lead actress. She's African. She's not really African American, but
there you
I
go.
thought she was a.
And there's another thing. Me and Travis talked about that now they're casting a lot of Africans in African American roles because we don't safeguard our culture. We don't safeguard our history. We don't safeguard our legacy. You know what I'm saying? And the things that we fight for is stupid stuff like being able to twerk on the table in a black restaurant. There was a black woman who got upset. No, that wasn't it. I think it was Turkey Hut. Turkey Hut started implementing is owned by a black Turkey Hut is a black owned business where they they make food, right? It's very popular. I think it's out in Texas somewhere. And they started implementing a dress code because they wanted more of a family environment. And this black woman went in there butt naked to protest the dress code. So they fight for the wrong shit, man.
Oh my god!
So now, when Hollywood comes knocking and they want to, cast you as an overbearing termagant, now they want to complain. Like, well, you push for everyone to accept you as this.
Well, is there a black actress guild or black actor guild?
I don't know.
Something that is kind of founded around black actors to be groomed for a range of roles in different films and movies. Maybe
we talked about that before. Like we don't have institutions to kind of pass down. Our knowledge and to groom the next generation when it comes to that that type of stuff. So I think that's part of it too.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, I guess
it's really sad that we can't think of at least 3 or 5 black female actors with very strong screen presence and a range of movies that are like top tier movies.
well,
You know,
to be fair too, to John's point, not only are they probably not given that many roles in that regard, but two, um, we don't we like movies, we're into movies, but we're not like like Travis is a multi-genre lover. So he likes almost anything to do with film. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch a drama. I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch a comedy. I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch a thriller. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's there, and we've just missed it because the type of movies that we're in, they don't usually cast a lot of black women. You know, and when
I
they
mean,
do, we get people like Reva. You know.
I watch everything. I watch dramas. I watch comedies.
As much as you do
And
sci-fi, fantasy, and horror.
yes.
no, I don't watch as much as that. But like the big movies I've watched, and that's what I said when I pulled up Sanaa Lathan, I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen that. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Even what's her name? The Alfred Woodard lady. Like, oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. But they're similar. Like you're right. All their roles are the same.
Yeah.
It's not like you can go down Denzel's like, okay, he's playing this character in this one. He's playing this character in that one. Even though even a lot of Denzel's roles are kind of similar too. But or like a Lawrence Fishburne where he has a large range of roles throughout all his movies, or
Sam Jackson.
Because really I think those actors actually have a little bit more range than Denzel. Denzel, all his characters kind of start blurring together, but he can bring it when he needs to. And for those couple of roles where they are different, he can bring it. He has the ability. It's just that he picks some similar roles.
I don't know. I think his role as Malcolm X. His role as Malcolm X, compared to his role in The Equalizer, I think are two totally different characters.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
He depicted them, with excellency, like with brilliance. Now, on the other hand, when I see Queen Latifah as the Equalizer, I'm like,
yeah, I was just about to say that. It's not even said by my mom, my dad.
I can't believe they did that.
It's like they love it, man. And I be talking to them.
I don't know why.
Like, yeah, but see, they haven't seen the one with Denzel. I was like, y'all got to watch one with Denzel.
I'll be fair to a lot of black people have a lot of bad taste too.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, there's Equalizer. I said, man, it's not believable. I just I can't see Queen Latifah.
A lot of black people have a lot of bad taste, and I know.
It's like I see Denzel do it.
It's what do you call it? It's subjective. It is to some extent. It is.
Yeah.
But we like people like a lot of trash, like those Fast and Furious movies.
To be fair, To be fair, I did not see Denzel playing that part at first either. Like I actually had to watch Equalizer, and he had to prove it to me.
Yeah, he proved it.
Because when I first saw the previews, I was like,
he proved it,
bruh.
He proved it, boy. That first one, boy. Woo! Well, that first one. I think he proved it in. I think he proved it in what's that movie called? The Book of Eli.
Book
as far as being able to do action like that, man, he's smooth with it, man.
He's pretty
now,
smooth.
I put Lawrence Fishburne above Denzel. That's just my humble opinion.
As far as range,
I like his body
as far as
work
range, come on, man.
Yeah,
Fishburne. My God. The man can
Matrix, man.
I'm sorry, the man can just act.
But you knew Denzel was special even from his first movie, that Carbon Copy. I love that movie.
Carbon Copy is
put up with the audience.
That is the movie. Yeah, he killed that role.
Yeah, I like that movie.
And the what's his name? I can't remember the guy's name. Basically, his.
George Segal.
George Segal,
he passed away not that long ago. Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, not that long ago.
Yeah, like they both really did really good.
They
in that
did.
Movie.
Yeah, they killed their roles in that movie. But I love that movie. It's one of my favorite Denzel Washington movies. But a lot of people don't know about it. Danish shit came out the year I was born too.
1980.
81. and you can when you watch it, you can just feel the '80s in it.
Oh man,
It can be 80ness.
It's so '80s, dude. It's like, geez. You know what? One thing I didn't buy though, and it's not Denzel's fault, but he didn't look mixed race to me.
no, he didn't look mixed at all.
He didn't look mixed race to me at all. I was like, all right.
Nah, he is 100% African American.
Yeah.
Like, just no. They ain't even try either. They're just like, whatever. Whatever.
Like, I just like his acting. So
yeah. You definitely
worked.
You looked over it. You looked over it because I was like, man, he brought it. Like, his acting is just on point, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We're not making them like that no more, man.
Nah,
we're not making them.
We're really not. But it doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because the audience is so dumbed down.
Yeah.
They don't understand. They don't understand the difference. Because I was in there arguing with this generation of kids on Facebook about it. Because they're like, oh, Michael B. Jordan and Johnathan Majors. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, have y'all seen The Harder They Fall? The movie was horrible. I was like, go watch.
I couldn't watch.
Watch The Harder They Fall, and then go watch Unforgiven with a black actor in a Western role. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They can't even get past the first 10 minutes of what you call it, of Unforgiven. I was like, but you can watch that crap? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. I was like, look, if you're gonna watch Idris Elba, I was like, you can at least go watch Luther. At least he get like that's actually a good.
That's another one. I'm just not that impressed by him a lot of the times.
Hey man, Luther, he killed it. He killed it in Luther though.
I like the Luther show, but I think it's because it's just well written. I don't think it's because his acting is particularly that great.
What?
Right. Yeah.
Luther would not. That show would not be the same without Idris Elba's character. It just wouldn't.
I think you could. I think you could put Lawrence Fishburne in that role, and it'd be better. Younger Lawrence Fishburne.
You just named another great. Of course, you can put another great in there. But
I'm comparing him to the greats. What I'm saying is, like, I don't think he's at. I don't see, like, when I watched the Luther series, I wasn't that impressed. I wasn't as impressed by him as I was how they constructed the show. Like the
I mean, don't get me wrong. The writing and all that was great, but come on, man, you gotta give him his props in there, man.
I don't, because I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good.
He did a fantastic job as Luther, though.
I think he's an average actor. I don't think he's that good. I haven't seen anything in him. I haven't seen anything with him in it that I'm like, yeah, all right, that's some Denzel level or some.
Luther was his.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's that good. I just don't. I mean, I'm not impressed. I like the show. Don't get me wrong. I like the show.
I agree to disagree.
And if you if you want to compare,
when I see him, I'm like, that's Luther.
If you want to
compare,
can't even
see nobody else's Luther.
I can see some other people. I can. If you want to compare any black actor that's halfway decent.
You can't put Michael B. Jordan in that role and it'd be the same.
I'm talking about people of his era, not necessarily of the younger generation.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to put another great there in order to do it.
He's not a great.
Well, I agree with that.
He's not a great. I'm sorry, he's just not. He's not.
But I was saying in that role, like, he's great.
He's okay. I thought he was okay. I wasn't that impressed. I just wasn't that impressed.
Have you seen Luther yet, Orlando?
Nah, have not seen it.
Yeah, it's a good series.
Yeah. The last movie was actually pretty good too. I didn't like the second season that much.
I like the second season. The third season was the third season.
Yeah, it was the third season. Yeah, the third season. I didn't like that much.
Oh, hold up. Is this the one where he was in like Europe or something?
He's in Europe. He's in Britain. He is British. You know he's British.
Right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. And he was like, oh man,
detective.
Something like it's like they stole some kind of jewelry.
What the hell is this?
No, you ain't seen it.
Is this the same?
You don't. Oh, what is that?
Yeah,
is that like another TV series?
Oh man, it must be a photo swap or something.
It says Lucent TV series 2021 IMDb.
Nah, that ain't it.
No, I mean, that's not it, but I was like, why is it? Yeah.
Okay, no, what? Yeah, I have seen this.
DCI Luther, man.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, click that one with the redhead. Every time I see that redhead, I think of Nick.
Nick.
Yeah, remember when we were watching this with Nick? Every time she came on the scene, he would like cringe because of her lips.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
yeah,
she got
she definitely got an interesting look. Yeah,
sometimes she comes off as all right. Yeah, she don't look bad. And other times, like, oof, I don't know.
you know what?
It's the angles. The angles.
When
like,
she starts emoting, you're like, whoa, we look kind of ugly.
She
Like
has
when she gets angry,
she has
it's like,
interesting. Look.
oh,
Yeah, she has interesting. Look.
So how many seasons they got of this?
Unique.
Yeah. Huh?
How many seasons they got of this? I think I seen the first season.
It's 3, and they just came out with a movie that was actually pretty decent.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
she's one of them chicks. She's one of them chicks. Her features are kind of sharp, and when she was young, she probably wasn't bad looking, but just as she gets older, it just
that funky face. Yeah, that scene right there, those duck lips.
Duck lips.
I thought
yeah,
it was
because like his dad that got killed or something, right? Like he used to watch over her. It was something.
Yeah, Orlando, you ain't seen it, bro.
You talking about her, right?
Keep guessing, Orlando. This is intense.
Yeah, because she killed her family. Remember she's crazy.
Like Luther, man. DCI Luther.
But remember, she's crazy though. She killed her family. So I think is that what you're referring to?
It was something about like he met them when he was younger.
No,
they took him in.
No,
I don't think so.
I'm thinking something else. It's some other movie. It's good though.
DCI Luther.
What's this other Luther?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the French adaptation of the British series.
That's the one Orlando saw.
It's the French version. Oh my God, his female counterpart looks much better than the English version.
But does she have the same? Does she bring the same acting chops as?
She's good. Homegirl can act. I'll give her that. Boy.
Damn, so they go and make a whole nother series.
Well, countries.
I guess kind of
like we'll do Japanese.
Like the Office Space. Yeah. Like we did the American Office Space, but then they had the original was a British Office Space.
Yeah,
or not Office Space, but The Office.
Yeah. So Brian, going back to black female actors, like what role would you cast a black female actress in a movie that you think would broaden
their horizons?
Broaden their horizons, yes.
My novel that I'm writing called Neptune's Reapers. It literally is. It's about a black woman. If they made that into a movie, yeah. But you mean like movies that have already been made that I think they could have swapped out?
Yeah, you talked about the Reva like redo. You showed a image of a drawing that you were working on.
Yeah.
Like how does that Reva differ from? I don't know if you want to get into it right now, but
yeah, I mean, I got into it a little bit last time. I think. There's one, John. Homegirl with the fade.
Grace Jones.
Grace Jones. She's more of a character actor.
Yeah. But she definitely had a very strong screen presence.
Yeah, but I think that if they had someone like her today, I think someone with her type of energy would have been better as a Reva than the Moses lady that they picked. She definitely has screen presence. I don't know if she's like the best actor as far as like a well-rounded actor. She could do multiple roles, but she would have killed that Reva role. She would have killed that role, dude.
This is the interest because it's like you said, like she's Grace Jones is more of a character actor.
Yeah,
and the Reva character is, being like she's a female.
Yeah, it's almost like they got a generalist to play what a character actor should have played, and
someone with some interesting
natural. To be fair, though, I mean, it's not just black female actresses. I mean, it's white as well, right? I mean.
I don't know. There's some white female actresses, man, who can bring it.
No, what I mean is, as far as getting certain roles or getting.
No, you can't say that about white women. No, they get all kind of roles. They may not get as many roles. They may not get as many role types as say like white men, but they get more role types than black women. That's
they definitely get more. Oh no, definitely get more than black women. But what I mean is. but their roles are going to be limited too. I think it has more to do.
Like these days.
I think, huh?
These days. I mean,
Well,
it runs the gamut when it comes to white women. They're in almost everything.
Cersei.
We'll talk about multiple, like as far as like movies where they're going to be getting like nominations. I mean, there's probably only a handful of them.
Well, Streep, as far
Jodie Foster, I don't know, Geena Davis, maybe, and even though they're old actresses.
Geena Davis. Let's talk about the old actors. Let's look at Geena Davis. Geena Davis goes from playing like a house mom or a love interest in some romantic comedy to playing freaking Charlie Baltimore and killed it. She
did, but she didn't get no. But she didn't get no. She didn't get any recognition for that. You know what she got recognition for?
What?
When she was playing the house mom.
Look, maybe so. The point is because the question is, what black female actresses can you put on the same level as someone like a Denzel Washington?
Denzel, okay.
Whether they get awards, whether they get awards or not. The point is, I am convinced by Geena Davis.
I
am not convinced by the lady that played Reva. You know,
but Brian, that's
in multiple different roles. There
might be only a few that you can really. There might be only a handful that you can really say that can hold a candle to the white male counterpart.
Yeah, but there's only a handful of great white male ones.
Geena Davis.
You see what I'm saying?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
That's the
Jodie Foster.
That's the point I'm trying to make. At least we can say there are some female counterparts to an Al Pacino or a Robert De Niro or whatever.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman can bring it. Nicole Kidman can bring it. You watched freaking what's that movie called? The last movie that Stanley Kubrick did, Eyes Wide Shut. Nicole Kidman can bring it, man. She was perfect in that role. You know.
Why Geena Davis though?
Have you ever seen The Long Kiss Goodnight?
Geena Davis.
She can act,
and she was a big actress back in the 90s.
She can act.
The late 80s, 90s. Geena Davis was. I think her and Michelle Pfeiffer weren't they like the two biggest?
I don't know. I don't know who was the biggest.
No, I think like there was a time where they were getting like the most nominations for female actresses in like the 90s, right?
Yeah, maybe, but Geena Davis,
Meryl Streep, and all of those people.
Yeah, this is Geena Davis in Beetlejuice, where she plays like she plays a housewife who really wants a kid. They die, right? And then you watch.
She was in that baseball movie too, right?
Then you watch Geena Davis. Yeah, she was in the baseball movie. Then you watch Geena Davis. Hold on.
What's his name?
Wait. Geena Davis and what's
what I mean is they get the same. They're getting the same roles. Right. There was
Charlie
typecast.
So this is typecast. So this is cast. This is cast right here. This is typecast. That's what I'm saying. White women have been doing it since the 70s with Ripley in Alien, and then you had Terminator.
Geena Davis.
This is Geena Davis, Charlie Baltimore. That's what I'm saying. And look, and I'm not saying that black women haven't gotten roles like this. What I'm saying is when they get roles, I'm not convinced. Other than Angela Davis, I'm not convinced. But these women are well-rounded. They can do this kind of stuff.
Angela Bassett.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Angela Bassett, not Angela Davis. Angela Bassett.
Okay.
Freaking Charlie Baltimore. Just this one scene right here alone when she was looking in the mirror. I was convinced by that.
Yeah.
She can act.
I forgot about Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron can act.
She has a variety.
Yeah, I don't like her, but she can act. She can act, man. And I'm sorry, I just don't see it a lot. Right. I don't see it a lot from black women.
Hillary Swank.
Hold up. Pause real quick. This is a good point, Brian. Now I see why you bring up Geena Davis, because when you said the name, I immediately thought Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
And that's my limited scope because I haven't seen these. I heard of these films, but I don't remember them. But when you throw up these screenshots, just looking at the screenshots alone shows you some of the range. She looks like a different person.
You've never seen The Long Kiss Goodnight?
Beetlejuice?
You've never seen The Long Kiss Goodnight. You've never seen The Long Kiss Goodnight.
I never seen it. Sorry,
I can't
never
believe
seen
that. We got to do a retro review
I,
on that movie.
I haven't seen it either.
That movie was
What?
great.
Y'all have
I haven't
never
seen it
seen this
either.
movie. This is like one of the
Well,
best
see,
action
right,
movies ever.
see,
Dude.
check it though. Like just looking at the stills, you can tell from Beetlejuice.
Look at this.
She did one.
Look at this one. Look,
Yeah.
look at this. Look at the
Like-
screen capture right here.
Right.
This is when she's she's a
Yeah.
house mom, right? And like she's lost her memory because she was a spy or whatever, or this assassin spy lady.
Don't
she
tell
lost
him
her
the
memory.
movie, man.
Yeah,
Don't tell him the movie.
Yeah, but anyway, so look at it. Look at
Have a
this.
good-
This is
Long kiss goodnight.
look. This one screenshot right here from the movie, right, is better than anything that Halle Berry won an Oscar for. I'm sorry.
What she won an Oscar for anyway? What is she?
Monsters Ball.
Swordfish.
Monsters Ball, where she sluttered
And
herself out.
I was about
You
to
know?
say, and that's only because she got naked.
Yeah. No, she just get naked. She got slutted out in that movie. Yeah.
I can't really. I'll be honest with you. I don't even remember the movie.
I didn't
just
even
remember-
watch the whole thing. I couldn't watch it. I was like,
I just remember that it was a big thing just because she was getting naked in it, and that's the only thing I remember about the movie.
Yeah, this is a good point. Who's the lady that played in Cabin Fever,
Cabin.
or was it Cape Fear?
Fear.
Was it Cape Fear or Cabin Fever?
Oh, that was Robert De Niro, wasn't it?
Yeah, Robert De Niro was in Cape Fear.
No, he was the bad guy in Cape Fear.
Yeah.
Who was the?
Okay, it's not. I said, was it Cabin? See, Cabin.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have a lot to edit. I'm definitely good. This is gonna be the. I'm gonna cut
you
the
been
part out.
recording
When
this
we,
time?
Cut it up.
yeah, when we
Cut
talked
it up.
about the movie Travis, The Last Supper. That was gonna be one thing, and then I'm gonna have this thing called the after show. It'll be two separate videos. We've been going on for a while now.
Hey man, keep releasing content.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I haven't. I just haven't seen the same amount of range. Now, audience, I could be wrong. You guys, and I don't want no knucklehead. Hey man, you need to watch Halle Berry in this movie where she played with Eddie Murphy, and she had all kind of. But it's like, okay, she's playing a typical black woman love interest. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like where she's. Now, I will say there was a movie where she plays like a drug addict, but I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. Like she's not. I'm not convinced by it. I'm not convinced by Halle Berry. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying?
what about in James Bond?
Oh, I definitely was. Look, let me show you. Oh, yo. Halle Berry.
What
Halle
was
Berry.
it? I forgot the name of it. It was something.
Sexy Walk.
Something with the ice.
James Bond. This is some of the worst acting. You want to talk about
I mean, I
emoting
just
and body language? It's just like one of the
I just think
worst.
that they don't get cast for different types of roles.
Let me find the GIF.
Why are we looking?
Like we would have to see them in the roles to know if they could actually bring it or not. Because if they're never in the roles, then how
Now,
would we know if
I'm
they actually
sorry.
had the chops?
This is bad acting to me. Like I didn't buy this. I didn't believe this. I did not believe this. It's overacting. You're overacting. You're overacting. I'm sorry. Like, look.
No one walks like that.
Look. Even women who have a little bit of a like a switch,
You're walking on the beach.
like a little
Come
bit,
on.
of, like a
Why are you
little
looking like
switch,
that?
little switch to how they walk. It's natural. It feels natural when they do it. It's like how they always walk because they got big hips. You know what I'm saying? But she's putting on a show like it's fake. It's fake looking. I don't buy it. And I've always seen her.
Stand that she walking on.
I've always seen her as kind of dingy anyway. You know.
Yeah.
It's just I wasn't
Trying to
convinced
think
by
about-
it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see it, I'm not convinced by it. You know, when she's walking or whatever.
Trying to think of some
Uh,
other movies.
Halle Berry to pull up like that. I'm convinced.
I mean, see, motherfuckers be getting, she's pretty, so they're like, oh yeah, but I'm sorry, that looks like if I were to see her in real life, like, why is she walking like that? Walk normal.
Earthquake going on.
Like women who have a natural switch to them, it's natural. So that's why it comes off as feminine because they're not even trying. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
The director probably was like,
That movie, though, see, I don't know. This is an unfair comparison because
unfair comparison. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter, John. It shouldn't matter, man. You gotta convince
Well,
me.
it does matter. It
You
does
gotta
matter
convince me, man.
because it does matter because you're comparing. You're not comparing the movie. You're comparing. You're not comparing the movies side by side. I'm not talking about Halle Berry. No, she's horrible. I'm just
that's what I'm
saying.
talking about. I'm talking about Halle Berry. I'm talking about Halle Berry. I'm
Oh
talking
no, Halle
about
Berry.
how
No,
bad of
no,
an
I
actor
would
she
agree.
is.
No,
How she did not
no.
deserve an Oscar because she's not that good. That's what I'm
No,
talking about.
I agree. I agree. But like that movie, The Long Kiss Goodnight. I mean, that was a.
Yeah, I'm not
yeah.
comparing her to Long Kiss Goodnight. I'm saying because he brought up, what about Halle Berry in the James Bond movie? And every time I think about that movie, I think about that walk and just how bad it was.
Yeah.
That's what I think
I'm
about.
actually
I can't remember anything else from the movie. I cannot remember anything else from the movie. Even when I was younger, I was even when I was younger, I was like, this woman. Everyone keeps talking about how good she is. I'm like, I just don't see it. I don't think she's that good of an actor. I just don't.
Right.
Even when I was a kid.
See that walk? Look
I
at
see the walk. It looks fake to me. It looks fake to me.
What about Gothica, man? She did good in Gothica.
I didn't like Gothica. I didn't think Gothica was all that great. I just didn't like it. No, I didn't.
What about Catwoman?
Catwoman was atrocious. It was horrendous. It was a stain on humanity.
Let me stop. I'm surprised y'all ain't bust out the sound effects with that one, man.
Wait a minute. She's coming upstairs, isn't she?
It didn't matter.
It does matter.
That's what.
No. You try to.
But where this is?
Justification.
That's probably just a prop. Yeah, it's probably a prop for it to stay. Because she should be walking.
I think he's coming up upstairs, but he's trying to come up with justifications. And I'm just like, there is no justification for bad acting.
Coming upstairs, though.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look. If you're a female actress and you can't even do sexy walk right,
she got the stiff.
You're a horrible actress. You're a horrible actress. All right. I'm sorry. And I think she's pretty, but I've never been a big fan of. Oh, she's so beautiful. I just don't see all the. I mean, she's pretty. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say she's like a mediocre, average-looking woman. I'm not particularly like stunned by her. You know what I'm saying? No, there's a.
I mean, wait, dang, bro, you don't even think she's beautiful? Good lord.
No, I do think she's. I do.
I'm just chopping her down.
I do think she's beautiful. I do think. Like, I'm not saying that.
You can't act.
I didn't say that. I said you put words in my mouth. I did not say that she was not beautiful. I think she is beautiful. I'm just not like everyone's like, oh, I'm just so stunned by her beauty. I'm not stunned by her. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, young Halle Berry. You know who young Halle Berry looks like to me?
Stop the cap, Brian.
Are you gonna say Michael Jackson?
Hell no, not Michael Jackson. Young Halle Berry. What's the movie with Eddie Murphy that she was in?
Oh, Boomerang.
Boomerang. Yeah, she was in Jungle Fever too. I think wasn't she?
Halle Berry.
Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I remember these movies like this.
Yeah, she was in Jungle Fever. Yeah, with Wesley Snipes.
Like, okay, right here. Like, doesn't she look like what's homegirl's name? Damn, what's her name?
Oh, I remember an actress. Hold up, I gotta say this actress.
Wait, hold on, what's the girl that Scarlett Johansson? She looks like. I'm sorry. She looks like Scarlett Johansson to me. I don't know what it is.
All right, Brian. You're talking about Scarlett Johansson
right here, but
Brian, if you want to talk about Scarlett Johansson, type Scarlett Johansson. What's the guy name?
Hold on, Scarlett. Am I thinking of the right person?
Johansson.
She's played Scarlet Witch, not Scarlet Witch.
You talking about Black
Widow? Yeah, Black Widow. Joe.
What? Hold on for a second. Isn't she older than Scarlett?
Yeah, she's old. I'm talking about. That's why I said when she was younger. That's why I said when she was younger.
It looks like her.
That's why I said when she's younger.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, Scarlett Johansson looks like Christopher Walken.
What?
Type that. There's an image. I'm sorry.
That's oh my god.
Looks like Christopher Walken. You all know what Christopher Walken is.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson looks like
Christopher Walken. What? No.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. Yeah, when he was real young. That's
dude. When I saw this photo, this changed everything.
That's a little scary.
I never unsee it.
You just can't unsee it now.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Holy shit, dude.
Man.
You know, I'm so used to seeing old Christopher Walken. I forget how he looked when he was younger.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I've never even seen a young Christopher Walken until this moment.
I seen him when he played in a Bond flick. He played like a Nazi. At least I got to find that. Christopher Walken.
He's actually a really good actor too.
He is a good actor. Christopher Walken, Bond.
I know that one movie. I went back and watched that one movie, King of New York.
Yeah, look at it.
And
scary, dude.
Yeah, he has a very menacing look.
Yeah.
See, he's a character actor, but he does have some range.
Yeah.
He can play different roles. And there's Grace Jones.
Yeah, there's Grace Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played a Nazi, dude. I was like, yeah, he looked like a Nazi.
But the black female actors I was just thinking of, Felicia Rashad.
Felicia Rashad just doesn't have enough work.
Right, she doesn't have enough work, but don't you think? I think if she was given the, I guess that's kind of the argument is like they're not given.
Well, that's the problem. That's
I think she would do it. I think she can.
I don't know.
I think she could have done it in her.
Fellas, I'm about to call it a night because I need to call Jessica. Make sure she gets home.
Make sure she gets home. It's time to wrap it up for sure. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I need to get home.
Yeah. All right, guys. Next Friday, we might be talking about Yellowjackets. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
If we don't, we'll do another free for all, and that'll just be one of the subjects we talk about. Because I know we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right, bro. All right, later.